Welcome back, focused learners. Okay, let's just jump right into it. Today on The Explainer, we are tackling a massive, absolutely urgent shift that is fundamentally rewiring the IT industry right before our eyes. We're talking about the explosive rise of artificial intelligence and exactly how it is reshaping the job market. If you work in tech or you're planning to, this is essential. We're going to look closely at the data and break down exactly what is happening.
So consider this thought. What if I tell you some IT jobs may disappear in the next few years because of AI? It sounds kind of dramatic, doesn't it? But listen, if you've been feeling a bit of career anxiety lately, reading headlines about automation and tech layoffs, you are absolutely not alone. This isn't just science fiction anymore. This is a tangible, real-world shift in how businesses actually operate.
And here's the reality check. The scary part? It is already started. We're currently seeing companies actively shrinking their team sizes. Freshers and recent grads are struggling more than ever to land those entry-level jobs that honestly used to be everywhere. AI tools are writing code, and chatbots are replacing support staff literally as we speak. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today's explainer. First, the AI shift in IT. Second, the jobs most at risk. Third, careers AI cannot replace. And fourth, surviving the AI era. All right, part one, the AI shift in IT. To really understand where we're going, we have to look at how IT teams used to be built. In the old reality, companies needed massive teams just to handle simple, repetitive tasks, whether that was generating reports, creating basic websites, or debugging simple errors. But in the new reality, AI tools are allowing companies to do significantly more work with far fewer people. We're talking about tools like ChatGPT, GitHub Cursor, and Notebook LM. They can generate full applications and answer customer queries in seconds. Now, this doesn't mean all jobs are going to disappear, but it does mean that highly repetitive jobs are in immediate danger. Which brings us to part two, jobs most at risk. We're going to break down 5 specific roles that are actively being automated right now. Let's see if your field is on the list. The first job on the chopping block is manual testing. For a long time, companies relied heavily on human testers to click through applications and ensure everything worked. But that manual human effort, it's becoming obsolete. Why? Well, because AI testing tools can automatically do all of this. They can find bugs instantly, generate comprehensive test cases out of thin air, write their own automation scripts, and even detect tiny UI changes that a human eye might easily miss. Companies now vastly prefer automation testers over manual ones. So if you're currently in testing, this is your signal to pivot. You really need to start learning Selenium, API testing, and specific AI testing tools to stay relevant. The second vulnerable role is basic support, specifically Level 1 support. Think about the front lines of customer service in tech. This area is transforming at lightning speed. Today, AI chatbots are just incredibly sophisticated. They can easily answer password reset issues, handle basic troubleshooting, instantly manage FAQs, and automatically route tickets to the correct departments. A lot of companies are already replacing their entire Level 1 support teams with AI assistants because these tasks are highly predictable and repetitive. If a machine can guess what the customer needs based on a few keywords, it can resolve it without any human intervention. Moving on to number 3, basic data entry and reporting jobs. Not too long ago, companies hired whole departments of people just to clean data, format Excel spreadsheets, and literally copy-paste information from one system to another. Those days are ending fast. AI can now generate complex dashboards and reports in absolute seconds. Tools like Microsoft's Power BI, AI Excel Copilot, and various AI analytics platforms have drastically reduced the need for repetitive analyst work. They clean massive data sets, automate incredibly complex Excel workflows, and analyze huge data trends instantly. The pure data entry job is just being entirely swallowed by automation. Now, number 4 might actually come as a shock to some people, especially the beginners out there. Junior web developers are incredibly vulnerable right now. Now, what's really interesting about this is what AI can generate right out of the box today. It can write React components, generate HTML pages, build functional APIs, and even scaffold entirely functional full-stack applications. A beginner developer who only knows how to copy-paste from tutorials is going to heavily struggle in the future. To survive, junior developers must stop just writing simple syntax. You have to start focusing on solving real business problems and understanding system architecture. You really have to know why the code works, not just how to write it. And that brings us to the fifth and final at-risk role we're looking at, content writing, but specifically writers who rely on generating basic, generic content.
Look, AI language models can flawlessly generate basic blogs, social media captions, draft video scripts, compose emails, and churn out hundreds of product descriptions in minutes. Simple content writing jobs are becoming brutally competitive. But here is the dividing line. Human creativity absolutely still matters. But generic, uninspired content is just easily replaceable. If your writing doesn't offer a unique perspective, a machine is going to do it cheaper and faster. Okay. Deep breath. Let's shift gears to part 3, careers AI cannot replace.
It's time to shift our focus from the jobs disappearing to the safe havens in the IT industry. This is where you want to aim your career trajectory. Let's define what a safe career actually is in this new landscape. It's a role requiring human decision-making, continuous learning, and the ability to truly understand complex business problems. This is the big dichotomy, right? AI is fantastic at executing repetitive, well-defined tasks, but it struggles immensely with nuanced, real-world problems that require human intuition and context. So let's see how this builds into specific roles. AI engineers and data analysts? Very safe. People who understand how to build and prompt AI will become immensely valuable, focusing on Python, SQL, and machine learning. Cybersecurity experts are highly secure. As AI grows, cyber attacks become way more sophisticated, meaning companies will always need human defenders. Cloud and DevOps engineers are safe because managing infrastructure on AWS, Azure, or Kubernetes requires complex, high-stakes human decision-making. Finally, product thinkers and problem solvers. AI can write the code, sure, but it takes a human with logic and strong communication to figure out what to build to actually solve a real business need. So the crucial point is, part 4, surviving the AI era. We know the risks, we know the safe zones. Now, how do we actually navigate between them? First, you must learn AI tools immediately. Seriously, don't fight AI, learn AI. The smartest developers today aren't avoiding these tools, they're using them every single day to multiply their output. Second, build real projects and a portfolio to prove you can execute. Third, relentlessly improve your problem-solving skills. Fourth, enhance your communication. Your ability to talk to other humans is a massive advantage over a machine. And fifth, stay updated monthly. The tech is moving way too fast to get comfortable. If you keep learning, AI is not going to replace you. And this brilliantly illustrates our ultimate takeaway for today's explainer. AI itself is not going to walk into your office and fire you. However, a person actively using AI tools definitely will replace a person who refuses to adapt. It's all about augmentation. The professionals who leverage AI will run absolute circles around those who cling to the old ways of working. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. As we look at the incredible destruction of repetitive tasks, side by side with the creation of entirely new fields like prompt engineering and AI security, will AI ultimately create more jobs in the long run, or will it destroy more jobs than it creates? It's really the defining question of our generation in tech. Take a moment to reflect on your own career path and how you can position yourself on the right side of this incredible shift. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep adapting, and I'll catch you on the next one.